Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. We are in the final sad days of the Sephora sale, but I have gathered some more goodies to show you. I have swatches to show you of the Dolce&Gabbana lip tints, the Gucci lip tints. I'm going to show you a full face of new makeup and give you my honest thoughts about a lot of new products still available at the Sephora sale. Before the sale ends, I want you to know what's worth it and what's not. So if that sounds like fun to you, please stick around. And please make sure that you subscribe and hit the notification bell down below. We have a growing community of beauty lovers and friends. We would seriously love to have you, and we have so many fun new makeup releases. I wouldn't want you to miss out on a single thing. So please subscribe, hit the notification bell, and let's get this party started. We have so much to get to today, so let's not waste any time. I have so many blushes, so many lip tints. I don't know how I'm going to show you all of them because they stain. They're going to stain these makeup loving lips of mine, so I'll probably have to show you some arm demo with my very long, not so long arms. Because if you don't know this, I'm quite short. And I want to show you a skin tint, a foundation, eye stuff, lip stuff, lots of blushes. Let's get going. All right, we're going to kind of speed through these because like I said, I have a lot of stuff to show you. And I have some questions that some of you have asked me over the last few days since I showed my haul and things like that I would like to get to. And I figured it would be easiest to answer your questions in this type of setting. We're also going to talk about some hair products towards the end, because one of my lovely viewers asked about that. So we will get to that towards the end. But let's go in with this Refy skin tint. This is the skin base, and I'm shade 140N. Now, I've been testing this out during the week. I love this thing. This Refy skin tint has been having a moment. It's been going viral. You've probably seen it on social media. I was influenced to buy it after I saw the lovely Tanya B. Wells try this. It looked flawless on her. Everything looks flawless on her. But I said, look, if it works for Tanya, hopefully it'll work for me. And it is a lighter coverage, but it makes your skin look so beautiful. I've worn this to the office a couple times this week and really loved how my skin looked. Is it the most amount of coverage? No, but it just gives a beautiful radiance to your skin, and your skin feels hydrated and glowy throughout the day. It's an interesting applicator. It pumps up at the top right there. As you can see, it's messy because I've been using it. So I think that's a good sign for a product. So I'm going to be using a brush that I bought during the sale. This is the Sephora Collection Pro Foundation number 60 brush. It's a flat brush like that. So we're going to dispense the product like so. Okay. Put product onto brush like so. And apply to makeup loving face like so. So when I was wearing this during the week, I did put like 2 layers just to bump up the coverage a little bit. And it did not, get messy or anything. It was really beautiful the way it sat on my skin. So I'm going to put this on one side of my makeup loving face so you can see the difference from the other side of my makeup loving face. It's a nice brush. I like this. Would I be probably better off putting my finger on here and then doing that? Yes, but I don't want to get messy right now because I am a professional. Professionals don't get messy. Okay, just putting that on my forehead, and I just have basic skincare on underneath. You just see how beautiful it's lying on the skin. When I saw this on Tanya, I knew I had to try it. Looks so pretty on her. And it just feels very weightless on the skin. Okay, so we got some in the hair, even though we pushed back said hair. So, again, professionals are not supposed to be messy, but then I went and put skin tint in my hair, even though I have it pushed back. Bravo, Courtney. Bravo. Okay. All right, but as you can see here, you see the level of shine on my face, the hydration versus this side, and it's a decent amount of coverage. So with, I think it's really beautiful. So I'm going to apply it to the rest of my makeup loving face so you can see how it looks. And then we're going to remove it. And I want to show you the new shade of the Rare Beauty foundation I picked up. Because I don't think I've actually shown how I apply it on camera. I know a lot of people are interested in the foundation. I love it. So I want to show you how I apply it. It's a little bit of a heavier foundation than I normally wear, but we will do it together. Now, another product that I tried during the sale was the Ilia Concealer, because I heard a lot of people love that. I think it's a beautiful concealer if you don't struggle with dark circles under your eyes, because it doesn't provide the most amount of coverage. It's a beautiful finish. If you have dry under eyes, you'll probably love it, but I don't think it gave me enough coverage, so I'm probably going to return it or try to continue using it and see if I can get it to work. I really don't like to return products unless I absolutely have to, because I feel I made a choice to buy it. Try to do my research before I buy something like that, but if it didn't work, it doesn't work. What are you going to do? But I try not to return products unless I absolutely have to. So I will try to see if I can make it work. But isn't that beautiful? I just think this is like a perfect skin tint. I think that this Refy skin tint is having a moment for a reason. I highly recommend it. I love it. And I think it provides a little bit more coverage than a lot of your other average skin tints on the market. And it just feels weightless. It dries down. It's not going to stay super wet. I do put a little powder on top and setting spray, just because that's the way I prefer to wear it. But I think it's beautiful. See the shine? See the glow? So, if you have dry skin, especially, I think you'll love this. If you have normal to combo skin, I think even if you have oily skin, you would be good with this. I just think it's a beautiful skin tint and very, very user-friendly and just gorgeous. So, highly recommend this one from Refy. And again, this is the Refy Skin Base, and my shade is number 140N. So if we're shade twins, that's the one you should pick. And this brush is really nice too. I'm going to link it down below. Again, this is the Pro Foundation brush, number 60. So, okay. Unfortunately, we're going to have to take this off so I can show you the Rare Beauty foundation, but duty calls. So we're going to remove this, swatch it out for this, and then get to the rest of the makeup. All right, I've removed the Refy skin tint reluctantly. First, I want to prep my lips. So I want to go in with this VANNGO Glossy Lip Hue in the shade Worth Every Penny. I love these. Please pick up 1 or 2 or 5 or 7 during the sale. So the trick with these is less is more. So because of the type of applicator it is, what you have to do is just let a little product out and then put it on your lips and buff it out. I don't know, do you buff your lips? I don't think so. Smooth it out, apply it. What do you do with your lips? Put it on. But you just need a little bit because it is such a rich formula. You don't need a lot, but it is the most hydrating, beautiful formula. It's stunning. If you're going to buy one lip product out of the sale while it's still going on, please make it this VANNGO product. I'm in love with this product. I'm in love with a lot of his products, but this one in particular is excellent. And now we're going to moisturize. So I bought this Dieux set. If you had seen my last video, my Sephora haul, this is the Instant Angel Lipid Rich Firming Moisturizer. Now I bought this as part of a set. I've been hearing so many things about this company. This is the consistency of the moisturizer. I used it today for the first time. I thought it was very nice. But I will have to continue testing it, let you know what I think. Nicola Rose loves it, and if Nicola Rose loves it, then I shall love it too. So, working that into the skin. Just putting it everywhere. Which eye creams do you guys like? Let me know in the comments down below. Kind of in between eye creams. I'm curious what you guys like. Okay, so that did a beautiful job of hydrating. We're going to let that sit for a couple minutes. And then we're going to try the new shade of the Rare Beauty foundation. I'm very excited to get into that. Just like we all have, different tastes in men, right? We have different tastes in foundation shades, right? Some days you want that good guy, boy next door. Some days you want a bad boy, right? So I have 2 foundation shades from Rare Beauty. So this is the original shade that I picked up, number 13, and now this is number 4. Now, 13 is too dark for me. I realize that. But I'm still able to make it work somehow. I don't know how. Just my makeup brilliance, I guess. We may have done. But I am able to make this work sparingly. But I wanted to get a shade that is more true to my natural radiance. But I'm probably going to end up doing in my everyday Courtney B. Luxe life is combining the 2 shades. Because this is a little bit too light for me. This is a little bit too dark. I will say with this shade range, it runs a little bit warm. But the finish of the foundation is so beautiful that I will still use it even though it's a little bit warm on me. But let's try this shade. I did swatch this in the store. I have not applied it to my makeup loving face. Now, if you were here, which brush would you tell me to use? Would you tell me to use the BK Beauty 116 or 115? I picked up both recently, and I need your help deciding. So raise your hand for 115. Raise your hand for 116. You know what we're going to do? We're going to do both. I'm going to apply one side with one side with the other. Let's play with it. Okay. So let's try with the 115 first. And from my understanding, this brush is the sister the middle sister between the 109 and the 101, which are two of my favorites. Yeah, see, it's a little bit light. I'm going to build it up a little bit. This foundation I do like to build up. You don't have to. But it is a beautiful, soft matte foundation, natural matte foundation for even us dry skin girlies. Okay, so I didn't realize my camera wasn't on while I was doing this side of my face. So I have now gone on both sides. And I use this brush over here. This is the 116. So it's just a flat brush versus the 115, like I said, which is the middle sister, middle child, whatever you want to call it, between the 109, which is like the smaller foundation brush, and the 101, which is the larger one, which is what I usually use. Both of these brushes were fantastic. They were both great for applying this. Okay, let's be serious. And then just take your hands. If you see any streakiness or anything, and then you're good. So let's get up close and personal so you can see. So now, do you see how perfect my skin looks? I love this foundation. I think it's amazing. So I highly recommend this one, but I wanted you guys to see how it applies, how I like to apply it, especially as someone with dry skin. It's beautiful. I think the most difficult thing about the foundation is just finding your right shade match. So I'd encourage you to go into the store and see which one would work best for you. But other than that, I highly recommend it. I want to bronze up a little bit. We're going to use the new VANNGO bronzer. But I will caveat this by saying we're going to have to reapply a lot because there are a lot of blushes. But I just want to show you how this looks without blush on. So this is the Tansculpt Bronzing Contour Balm. I've really been loving this. And it's just creamy, it's smooth, and this is in the shade Intentional. Just dabbing it. Just see how beautiful that is. I love VANNGO's powder formula. I didn't think he could top that, and somehow he did. So I think also using a more balmy bronzer with a foundation like this is a good idea, so that you add some hydration back into the face. So it's very pigmented. Obviously, you don't need a lot. Just work it into the skin. Look at that. Looks so golden goddessy. I could slap myself. It's beautiful. Can you tell that I love this? This is golden goddess perfection. I'm not saying that I am a golden goddess, but I'm getting close with this product. If you're new to my channel, my name's Courtney, and I'm always trying to achieve that golden goddess look that I do not have by birth, as you can tell. But we're always trying to achieve it through makeup products. Let me know if I'm getting closer to that unattainable or seemingly unattainable look. Okay, so please get this. Get this for your mom, your sister, yourself, your dog, if he or she wears makeup. Just get this, please. Please get this, please. Now let's try on blushes. I have so many blushes. Where do we start? I also just realized I didn't apply concealer yet. They're going to wait on that since I have to do my whole makeup over again. So we're going to wait on that. That's a Courtney B. Luck executive decision. I'm not going to check with the board of directors. We're making an executive decision. Okay. So what I decided to try first, I'm so excited to show you guys these. I'm so excited. Dolce&Gabbana Beauty, one of my favorite beauty brands, is now at Sephora. Yay. And they came out with these new blushes and new lip stains, or lip bite. What are these called? The Rose Dew Lip Bite. Lip bite. We have blushes and we have lip bites, whatever that means. It means that you're supposed to look like that your lips have just been bitten and all that stuff. It's a lip tint, but let's try the blushes first. I'm so excited. But we also have new Prada shades. We have Laura Mercier and we have LYS. So stay tuned for all that. Okay. Let's get into these. Okay. I'm so excited. All right. Professionals. I wore these yesterday. Not all of them, obviously. I had my mom test one. We love them. We're so excited. And they're at Sephora now. So I'm going to stop gabbing. Okay. These are really cool. Packaging is 10 out of 1. 20 out of 10. Whatever you want to call it. Whatever the math is. Look at that. And then, look at this. Look at that. And then, when you wanted to go to bed at night, you just go like that. Look at this. This is so cool. Okay. These are the Dolce&Gabbana Cherry Glaze Bar 24-Hour Glow So these are made with like Italian cherry oil, which is supposed to be good for hydration. Now, I picked up 3 shades. Now, I picked these up before I knew they were going to be at the Sephora sale. I was going to do like a whole dedicated video, but I want to show you these. So I decided to incorporate it into this video. So I picked up 3 shades. So let's do Cherry Red first. This is Cherry Red. Oh, yeah. Look at that. That is Cherry Red. And these actually have a slight cherry scent. Not medicinal or anything, but very nice. Then we have Demure Rose. This is what I wore yesterday and I loved it. Beautiful. Look at that. So the second one is Demure Rose right there. And there she is in her little case. And she's going to go back down for the night for a minute. And then this is a really fun one. This is Cheeky Coral, number 3. Isn't that beautiful? Let's do it. Okay. Oh, she's pretty. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Okay. So I'm going to try the orange and the red together since they're not similar, but I want you to see how they contrast. And then we'll finish off with Demure Rose. And we'll take that off. And we'll go to all the other blushes and we'll have so much fun. This video is going to probably be like 5 hours for me to edit. I don't care. It's going to be messy. So we're going to lightly apply it to the cheeks. I want to play with the orange one first. So I'm going to take a very diffusing brush. I'm going to go onto the product like this, like so, as a professional saying. It's orange. It's like the sun. Okay. So I'm going to dab it. Take some of the pigment off. Oh, she's orange. Okay. Now, did I put too much on? Yes. Are we going to fix it? I hope so. So I'm taking a clean brush. I knew I was going to love this shade. I've been so into orange lately. I don't know why. So as you can see, these are quite pigmented, but they are dewy. They are gorgeous. They're long lasting. I wore this yesterday for work and I absolutely loved it. Lasted a long time. I think more than your average cream blush. I would say maybe 6 hours or so. I didn't put any powder on top. Like, you know, I didn't put a powder blush on top. I just did this on its own. I had my mom test it. She loved it. Ooh. Get this shade. Get this shade. It's beautiful. A little pigmented. Now, if you're not an over blusher like me, you may not need 2 brushes. And on the other side, we're going to try to be resourceful and use 1 brush. But with a shade like this, you have to be careful. And, you know, if you dirty a second brush, who cares? Look how beautiful your cheek looks. Like literally sun-kissed. Like a piece of the sun fell on your cheeks and left you this beautiful blush. You need this, my friends. This formula, get this while this is on sale, please. Please, like the Hung VANNGO, you need that. You need this for your makeup loving face too. Okay, beautiful. All right, let's go on the other side with the red. And we're going to take that off and then we're going to apply the more demure shade, the Demure Rose. Because why wouldn't a rose be demure? Let's pop on Sunny Red. Let's go. Let's do it. I think for this cheek, I'm going to try to just apply it and kind of just stamp it right there. And then we're going to buff it out. Yeah, I think that's much better, actually. My instinct was not to do that because I thought maybe it would pick up the product, but it's not. Like the foundation underneath, but it's not. Ooh. Just see how beautiful these are? I just think these are just, they're stunning. They're absolutely stunning. I'm in love with this formula. I want to pick up that really deep berry shade that they have, even though it's totally probably not right for my skin tone. But it looks so beautiful. Oh my gosh. I love Dolce&Gabbana Beauty. It's one of my favorite brands. Okay. You just see how easy that was and how little product I used the second time? That's probably the best way to apply it. But the packaging is just gorgeous. The formula is so good. You could just buff it out also with your hand. It's travel friendly. It's just beautiful. So this is Cheeky Coral, that beautiful coral orange shade. And this is Sunny Red. So what do we think? I think this is a great buy for the Sephora sale. Again, I did not buy these at the sale because I bought them ahead of time. And then my review got pushed back a little bit with all the sale stuff. But please get these while these are on sale. This is beautiful. So I'm going to take these off. And then we're going to apply the Demure Rose and be all demure. And then we're going to take that off. And then we're going to go back to the other blushes. So we have a lot of fun in store. So I'll be right back. Okay, so now I'm just going to quickly apply this shade Demure Rose. I'm not going to do a crazy application just because I'm going to be taking this off in like 2 seconds. because I'm realizing how much more we have to do, and we have a lot more to get to, so I want to do this as quickly as possible. I'll also just show you how quickly you can blend that out. I just think it's such a beautiful cream blush. It's similar maybe to the Rhode blushes, a little bit less dewy. So if you're looking for like a luxury alternative to the Rhode blushes, this is a good option. I think this would work beautifully on mature skin and non-mature skin. It's just a flawless formula. So this is number 1, Demure Rose. And I love her too. She's beautiful. If you pick up one more blush during the sale, make it this. I mean, the Prada blushes, I love them equally. This is beautiful. I highly recommend. I don't have any problems with these products. I don't have any problems with these. I love them and I highly recommend them. And I want to get more shades. All right. So I'm going to take this off and then we're going to apply the other blushes. And I also have the new Dolce&Gabbana lip tints to show you. I have the Gucci lip tints and I'm going to swatch all over my makeup loving arm. My hand is already getting stained from the blushes. See the difference here? These are kind of staining, right? So not terribly different, but I did wipe this off quite a bit and I can't get the rest of it off. So I'm going to look like we have a red hand for the rest of the video, but it's okay. What man is coming to my door right now? No one. My dog is the only man in my life that's going to see my hand like this right now. So it's fine. We're going to be fine. I think. I'm just on the World Wide Web, but otherwise, we're fine. Okay. I'm going to take this off. I'll be right back. So now I have this Laura Mercier blush, and I wasn't going to keep it, but I had asked if you guys were interested in this, and a lot of my viewers were interested, so we're going to try it. So this is the Laura Mercier Blush Color Infusion Duo in the shade Negroni. Now, I did try this on earlier just to test it. You see, you have a lighter side and a darker side, so I believe it's a more luminous finish and then a more matte finish. So these are the two finishes. So this one is the lighter one on top here, and the other one is the deeper one. So very pretty for the summer, I think, too. Got it on my blouse. Okay. Alrighty, let's try this. Taking a BK Beauty 112 brush, and I'm just going to kind of like, marry the two. I think it's a beautiful shade. I think it's very pretty. Do I think it's anything like, life-changing? No. Can't talk about lasting power just because I did not have time before this review to try it like all day because I've been trying a lot of other things. But I think it's pretty. It's a pretty blush. Do I think I would run out and buy more shades? No. But there's nothing wrong with it. It's just not like knocking my socks off type thing. I think that the Dolce&Gabbana blushes, although it's a different formula, I get that that's, cream and this is powder. It's a totally different formula, but I think that one is a much more exceptional formula. I think the LYS, you're going to see this in a minute, for the price also is an exceptional formula. I have this luminous silk one that I want to try. All right, let me stay on focus. I think it's beautiful. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. It's just not like wowing me, but there's nothing wrong with it. And I will continue to play around with this, just toning that down because I overblushed, as I always do. What do you think? Let me know in the comments down below. To me, it's a little patchy. I do have a little bit of like dryness going on with my skin, so it might not completely be the blush's fault, but I feel like when I had the Dolce&Gabbana on, you didn't notice that as much. Nothing wrong with it. It's just not like my all-time favorite, but I'll use it and I'm going to keep trying it, but it's not something I would say you have to have this during the sale. That's just my personal opinion. Okay. Let's try this LYS. Obviously a very different color story, and it is a cream and powder. But I don't hear people talking about this enough. I think this is a fantastic company for the value you get. The quality of their products is just, it's exceptional and it's great. So we're just going to go in with this LYS. I've done the cream a little bit on here, but you see how much more perfecting this is on the skin? See that? Versus this, like this is highlighting some of the patchiness, uneven skin tone. This is just beautiful. It's just like a veil on the skin. And for the price, you can't beat this. You get the cream and the powder. I think this is a much better option. I think the Prada is a much better option. I think Dolce&Gabbana is a much better option. That's just my opinion. But again, there's nothing wrong with the Laura Mercier. It's just not, to me, exceptional compared to the others. That you can get a much better price, to be honest with you. So now I'm just going in with the powder. Applying a little bit more so you can see it. But you just see how much nicer this looks on my skin versus that. I highly recommend these from LYS. I want to pick up more shades. The packaging is great for travel. You get the cream and the powder for a much lower price point than the Laura Mercier. Okay, I've kind of changed my feelings about the Laura Mercier, not in a good way. First, I'm going to just even this out because I put too much on. I don't like the Laura Mercier. I don't like it. To me, it's patchy. It's not even that it's not anything special. I don't like it. I wouldn't recommend that you buy this. Especially for the price, my humble opinion, I would not go with this. I think the LYS and any of the other blushes that I'm trying today is a better option than this. I'm going to probably try to return it just because I don't like it. I don't like it. Let me just get up close so you can see. You see how much more uniform this is? Yeah. All right. That's okay. We don't have to like everything, but I'm going to take this off. And we're going to go to the Prada blushes that I have. I picked up a couple new shades, and then we're going to continue with all the other fabulous makeup that we have to get to. Okay, so now moving on to the Prada blushes that I picked up. Okay, so I went with Cherry and Beau. Let's swatch Beau. Now, this is a true cream to powder formula. It's almost like a balm. It's an absolutely stunning formula. If you can look away from the packaging, don't look at it, right? Just apply it and I guess you have to look because you have to apply your makeup. But it's absolutely stunning. It's beautiful. And again, I know a lot of people do not like the packaging. I totally get it. But I think you are paying for the formula as well as the name and the packaging. So the formula is exceptional. It's just beautiful. This is Beau. And this is Cherry. So excited to play with that one. Oh, she's pretty. Okay, so let's play. And I'm going to take these off so they don't stain my hand any further because my hand is already looking 2 shades darker than my other hand, which is a good look, I'm sure. But see, it's already darker. Okay. We're going to have a lot of fun when we get to the lip tints. That's going to be fun to swatch for me. It's going to be fun. Okay. Let's play. So I'm running out of clean blush brushes. So this is Beau. That is pretty. This is a beautiful everyday shade. You see how easy this is to build up? No patchiness. Beautiful on the skin. Perfect. Beautiful. No complaints. It dries down. Could also use it on the lips. I'm not going to do that today, but you could. And I do have a video on my channel showing you Delilah, Mauve, and what's the other? Tulip, I think was the other shade. Those 3 shades that I was able to get at the time when they first came out. Oh, this is beautiful. So if you're looking for a great everyday neutral shade, this is Beau, and I highly recommend it. Highly recommend the formula. The packaging doesn't bother me so much, but I know a lot of people are upset about that. I get it. But now we're going to try Cherry. I'm a little bit nervous about this one, but we're going to try it. Okay, so we're going to buff into my hand. Prime the brush, as the professionals say. See, even with a shade like this, it's easy. I just love this formula. Everything Prada does lately is just knocking it out of the park. This is a perfect red shade. We're going to fix it up a little bit. I'm going to use the foundation to kind of fix that, but yeah. And then even I like to take my makeup loving hand and just pat it a little bit. The warmth of your hands kind of perfect everything. And then just going on my foundation brush and just cleaning up the edges on both sides. Perfect, 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 perfect. Perfection. So blush-wise, Dolce&Gabbana, 1,010%. Prada, 1,010%. These shades right here. If you're looking for a perfect red blush, go with Cherry. Don't be afraid of it. Take the chance. I hope you dance. And if you're looking for that perfect everyday neutral shade, get Beau to impress your beau. He'll love it. Okay. So now I kind of want to leave these on because they kind of look similar on the cheek now that I've diffused them out a little bit. But is that professional? I don't know. Was there any other blushes? No. Wait a second. We have this blush. Let's try this blush. Let me take off my makeup for the 10,000th time for this video And let's try our final blush, I hope. Let me check. I have another blush. I think I'm going to skip it because this video will be 5 hours and 10 hours for me to edit. Okay. Let's try this one more time, taking this off. And then we will come back and apply this beautiful nude blush. I'm so excited. Okay. Right. And break. I'm a mess. Look at me. Look at this. This is not professional. What am I doing with this? I have to wash this off. Definitely going to get thrown out of the YouTube Academy for this. Look at that. I can't get the blush off. As good as I can do. It's weird because this is like the whole hand and this is just the tips. Whatever. Okay. Ignore that. You didn't see it. What was I doing? Blush. I was doing blush. Let's do it. Okay. I'm not concerned about myself at all. So I believe this shade right now is sold out online, but you probably can get it maybe in your local Sephora. So we're getting to the point in the video where I'm running out of blush brushes. We're going to make it work. Somehow. Some way. I'm also going to put concealer on at some point in this video because I think that would be a good thing to do. That's pretty. So this is probably the most understated blush that we've tried on this whole video. But I think we need it because my cheeks are kind of like, lady, we don't need this drama all the time. Get enough drama from you all day. But I love the Armani cheek tints. They're gorgeous. Just a beautiful neutral shade. Oh, so gorgeous. And this one, you really can't over blush with, which I love. Because if we haven't met, my name's Courtney and I'm an over blusher and an oversharer in many ways. So I think that's a good thing, right? It's not good to be closed off with blush or with people. Across the nose. A bit more. Now I'm being very sloppy with this just because I am trying to rush because we have so much more to get to and with so little time. Also, this is such a light shade. You don't have to be like, oh, so perfect with it. This is beautiful. I highly recommend with my burnt red hair. It's not embarrassing at all. Not at all. Just wait till we start swatching the lip tints. You know what my arm's going to look like? It's funny. I was in Sephora the other day with my mom on the day of the first day of the sale. And I got into so many fun makeup products like Makeup Forever, the eyeshadow pots, and I had so many colors over me. It's actually quite funny. I look like a 5-year-old. Got loose like in the art room or something. So this is the number 12 shade. They never put the names of the shades on the bottle, so I'll link it down below. It's really beautiful. This is gorgeous. So happy with this. Okay. So now, let's see what we're going to do next. Concealer, color corrector. Let me get it. Okay, and I also want to show you another lip tint that I bought. This is the Revive Lip Balm. I think it's pronounced Made Revive Lip Balm in the shade Covet. This is beautiful. It's a little bit deep. Just put a little bit on. This is so hydrating. See? Very, very nice. Okay. And we have other lip products we're going to get to, but I just want to show you as many good things as possible. Let me just show you the bottle quickly in case you're interested. And this is what it looks like. Isn't it gorgeous? Not that I needed another lip balm, but apparently I did. I tried this set from Kosas. This is the Brighten and Blur set. This came with the loose setting powder, which I had never tried, and the color corrector, but I got it in the peach shade. I used to have it like in the pink shade. I don't know why I couldn't remember the word pink. I used to have it in the pink shade, and it was too bright. It made my under eyes look gray. This peach shade is perfection. I love this. Love it. You know, normally I would let this sit, but you have so much to get to, so I'm just trying to go quickly as possible. You see how beautifully that color corrects? I highly recommend this from Kosas. I always liked the formula, but I just didn't like the pink. It just made my under eyes look gray, you know, and that happens sometimes when the color corrector is too light. You just need a drop of this. Don't put too much of it because it's not necessary. It's a little bit of a thicker formula. You just need a little drop, a little dab. You see how beautifully that color corrected? It's flawless. It's gorgeous. I love this. And then we have the powder, but let me put a little concealer on top. This is the new Patch of Talk concealer. Love this too. This is in the shade Light Peachy Neutral. Light Peachy Neutral 2. This is the Major Skin Soft Blur Brightening Concealer. It's good. It's beautiful coverage. It's hydrating. Lasts a long time. I love this concealer. It's so, so good. I look like I'm developing a measles outbreak. See? Voila. Don't need a lot of product. It's very hydrating. If you have dry under eyes, mature skin, you will love this. This is my mom's like new favorite concealer. She loves it. And then going back in with my blush brush and just cleaning this up just to make it a little bit more cohesive. So now I want to show you the loose powder from Kosas because it's beautiful. This is the Cloud Set powder in the shade Translucent Candy. It is a pink powder, so it's brightening. Now I know this has been around, I think for a year or two, I think, maybe longer, but it's so good. I never tried it. Just a little bit. I'm not a huge powder person, but I like to put just a little bit. But you just see how perfecting this is? It's gorgeous. So if you're looking for a good setting powder, especially under the eyes, she is beautiful. That lip balm. See how perfecting this is? She's stunning. Pick this up. Trust me. You know when your husband says to you, your boyfriend says to you, honey, go pick yourself up something pretty, make it the Kosas powder. Or any of the items I've tried. Except maybe the Laura Mercier blush, but that's another story for another time. Do you want to know a little secret? Think us like content creators on YouTube have like fancy storage systems for our makeup while we're doing the videos. This is my current storage system for today's video. Isn't she pretty? That's what I got. Okay. I just want to mention these. I tried this today for the first time. Love them. They did not fall off my makeup loving face. These are the Summer Friday eye patches, the Jet Set eye patches. Love them. What I love even more are the Wise eye patches. I don't know if they're in stock at Sephora. I got them from the company directly because I love everything from that company lately. Beautiful eye patches, and this is a very close second. These were so hydrating, I didn't want to take them off. Another random thing, this Refy blush brush. Beautiful. I'll link it down below, but I really love this for like, you know, your more concentrated blushes where you want to just buff it out. It's gorgeous. Also, speaking of Wise, I just want to plug the company one more time. This under eye treatment, this is the Wise Wide Awake Brightening Eye Cream. I love this under my concealer. It depuffs, it smooths out that area. It makes your concealer application so much better. Trust me, you will love this. And it has that cooling tip thing, the thing, you know, all the influencers like, you know, depuff. It's got that. It's so good. She's beautiful. Also, the CL Prime and Protect. I completely forgot to use this on camera. Please pick this up. This has SPF 30. It is flawless under makeup. If you forgot to do your skincare and you just use this, you will be good to go. Also, we have other eyeshadows to play with. I just want to make mention for Dolce&Gabbana, again, the eyeshadows, these beautiful, beautiful Ever Icon eye palettes. This is number 3 Chrome Star. Really gorgeous. I love the packaging. I think it's so fun. This is available at the sale. And so is this other shade. This is Rose Goddess. I will say that these are made with, I think, almond and pistachios. So if you have any kind of nut allergy or allergic to those, don't buy these, please. But this is, like I said, Rose Goddess. There's also another beautiful one. I think it's Amber something. I do want to pick it up, but I don't know if I should. But just because I have so much stuff. But these are absolutely stunning eyeshadow palettes. The quality that you get, it's really unmatched. So highly recommend these during the sale. I will link these down below. I do have a review of these on my channel. I think back from like, I want to say November, something like that. They're beautiful. Maybe November, December 2025. But they're beautiful, and I highly recommend them for the sale. Also, I did pick this up before the sale. I just want to say for CL again, this is the Crush blush. This is the powder blush. I'll just swatch it for you. I'm not going to use it today. Actually, you know what? Why don't we top the Armani with this? This is actually the perfect match. That's a beautiful combination, these two blushes. So the Armani number 12 and the CL, which has SPF and Crush. Round of applause for me. Good job, Courtney. Okay. Now, let's move on to eyes, the window of the soul. So for eyes, we're going to do Danessa Myricks. And to prep the eyes, I'm just going to do a little concealer. Taking a Nikki Rose N16 brush. Using the Patch Ta concealer. I'm going to set it with the Kosas powder. A little bit there. So we just have a nice smooth canvas for our eye look. Okay, great. So now we are all primed and ready to go. what I quickly want to do is I forgot to use this Glossy blush that I really want to use. So we're going to try it. Just on top of the other 2 blushes that we have. Ooh. All 3 blushes go together so well. Ooh, this is beautiful. And this is in the shade, I'm so excited. I'm not even showing you the shades because I'm just loving this so much. Plush. I just love trying new makeup. It's so fun. All 3 blushes go together so beautifully. Okay, this is good too. All right. So, eyeshadows. I bought this one from Comfy. I couldn't help myself. Look at this. I don't know if they're discontinuing this because I feel like for some reason I thought they were. I don't know if they were selling out on the website or something. But my gosh, look at this. This is the shade Disco Dreams. It's so soft and creamy. Oh my gosh, look at that. Look at this. Oh my gosh. I want to play with this, but one of my lovely viewers had asked me to apply the Danessa Myricks ones that I applied on my eyes, so I can't play with this right now, but oh my gosh, isn't that stunning? Look at that. Oh, and, all right, we'll play with it another time. I'm so excited. All right. I also just want to show you quickly. I picked up this shade of the Armani Eye Tints. This is the shade Sandalwood. Now, I love the shade Cashew, but Nicola Rose recommended this, and anything Nicola Rose recommends, I want. So this is just a little bit warmer than Cashew. So I'm excited to play with that. I think that'll look really nice. I don't know why I'm making that face, but that'll look really nice on my makeup loving eyes. But we're not going to play with that today. Another time. But I think this is going to be a really good staple in my collection. So I use those all the time. I'm dropping everything. I'm so excited. Okay. Let's play with the Danessa Myricks ones. These are the Color Fix. This is the Pastel Waterproof Matte Liquid Pigment in the shade Bunny. So what I'm thinking is we're going to apply this over my makeup loving lid, and then we'll apply the other shade on the outside, on the outer corner. So I've never tested this formula before, so I'm just using my finger right now just to see how that applies. Okay. Oh, so creamy. Effortless, done. Pack it up and ship it to yourself. Bam. Tell Sephora to ship it to you because you don't own it probably, but this is beautiful. Okay, I'm being a little bit messier on this side because I'm so excited. Okay, I need more shades. That is flawless. Stunning. Am I being dramatic about an eyeshadow? Yes, I am. She is beautiful. This is a great base shade, perfect for spring. Okay. So, this is the shade Bunny. This is the Sephora Pro Brush number 13. Brand new. So this is number 13 right there. Just want to even this out a little bit. Although you don't need a brush for this formula. Look at this. She's pretty. Gorgeous. All right. Now let's get Ballerina as the next shade. Now this is a metallic, I believe. Yeah. This is a metallic. Okay. So this I feel like I want to go in with a brush. So I'm going to take the other new brush that I got. I picked up these Sephora brushes because I know Erin Nicole is always talking about how much she loves them. And sometimes I just need an alternative for when I don't want to use my filming brushes, like my Refy or VK Beauty. Especially for the eyes, I always go with Refy for the most part. And I like to save those for when I'm filming. Just because I can only wash so many brushes at a time. Okay, just taking my finger and blotting that out. Ooh. I think I want to take a different brush than that one. A Refy number, a Shoto number 00. Yeah, that's better. Ooh, I like that. Now I feel like I need more shades in this formula because this is a beautiful formula. So again, you could use your finger. I'm using a brush just to test out that formula. So pretty. And I feel like Ballerina, this shade right here, the metallic, would be beautiful without Bunny underneath. But a pretty combination. It's pretty, very romantic look. So, beautiful formula. And then I'm going to take a Refy Shoto number 2. And speaking of Refy, they're right now at the time of filming having a sale. I'll put the details down below. And Refy is coming to Sephora, which is very exciting. And if you answer their survey about how they're going to set up their displays at Sephora, they're giving away a free sponge. And they're also having a massive sale. And also the brush from, I believe her name is Andrea Ali. I think that's how she pronounces it. If I'm wrong, please forgive me. But her brush with Refy sold out the last time within 48 hours. It's on their website, restocked, not on sale, but it is restocked. So if you were interested in picking it up, I would pick it up. I bought 2 because I missed out the last time. So I will put all that information down below. And I'll put a QR code on the screen so you don't have to look at the links. You can just scan that QR code with your makeup-loving phone and be brought right to all the links. It's very convenient. Okay, I actually want to take the sandalwood shade from Armani just because this look needs a little dimension and I want to play with it. So I'm taking a Nicula Rose N22 and just putting it in the outer corner. I'll just apply it right on there. That's pretty. It's just a very soft look, which is good because the eye look we're going to do with the tints is going to be dramatic. I can't, in all honesty, I can't show you all of the shades of the tints on my lips at the same time because once I put one on, it's going to stain the lip. And then anything after that, you're not going to get the true shade. It's going to be darker or different because it's on top of a stain. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to swatch all the colors for you that I have in the Dolce&Gabbana, which is only 2 shades that I have, and the Gucci, which I believe is 6. So I'll swatch those for you so you could see it. But unfortunately, I can't apply. I would apply all of them in a video. I have no problem doing that because I think it's helpful for you, but it's just not, there's no point to it because I'd be giving you inaccurate information because the shades wouldn't be accurate. Okay. Beautiful. Okay, so highly recommend the Danessa Myricks formula. I will be picking up more shades in that formula because I love it so much. It's just flawless on the eyes, and the Armani actually goes nicely with it. So what do we think of this? Just very pretty, soft, romantic look. And I want to just take the metallic quickly and go in with my hand just to see how that application method goes. Yeah, I think going in with your finger, which I think is what Danessa Myricks likes, using your fingers on these type of products. It's the best way to go. But highly recommend this Danessa Myricks formula. Let me get up close and personal so you can see. Isn't that pretty? So even though the metallic you can do on its own, very bold, very dramatic, you don't have to, right? You can pair it with other shades and just make it very pretty and have like a spotlight effect or a halo effect. Gorgeous. Okay. So off camera, I'm going to put on some eyeliner, mascara, and then I'm going to do the grand finale of trying to swatch multiple lip tints for you on my very short makeup loving arms. And then I'll give you my final thoughts. So off camera, I just added some Prada eyeliner. This is the mahogany one. Yeah. This is the Prada Mahogany Durable Gliding Eye Pencil. So very pretty. And then I added one of my favorite mascaras. This is the Kosas Soul Gazer Mascara. I will link it down below. But look at that mascara. So this is the final look. What do we think? We're still going to do lips. Don't worry. I do want to set my face with this spray from Iconic London. First of all, look at that beauty right there. Got the little metal ball in it. I'm going to take off my mic because if I spray said mic with liquid, it doesn't like it so much and I will cry. I've done that before, trust me. Cried, sure, and sprayed my mic. Yes, I have done it. But I've learned, I'm older now and wiser, more experienced. So we're going to take off said mic. Hopefully I'll remember to put it back on once I'm done with said setting spray. And we'll be right back. As you can see, I probably applied too much. Let me let this dry off for a second. So, I kind of really doused myself in this. It's beautiful though. Look at my skin. I think it just made everything come together so beautifully. The only thing I will say is I'm pretty sure this is from this. I don't think it was from anything else. I'm going to show you my shirt for a second because it's a little bit glittery now. And I'm thinking that it's this. Because how else do you get this beautiful texture if not with glitter? Look at this. I don't know if you could see. You see this glitter right here? I didn't have that before I started filming. It's like all over. So if you're going to use the setting spray, use it with your non-going out party work appropriate clothes, please. Put this on with your raggedy old t-shirt or something, your bathrobe, whatever. Unless you want sparkle on your blouse, then go for it. But if you don't want sparkle on your blouse and you still want to look glowy and use this beautiful spray, don't put your work clothes or your going out clothes on when you're using this. I will let you know how I like this as time goes on. But initial impressions, I'm very happy with it. I love it. Okay. So again, I will link it down below, but please don't put on your going out clothes while you're spraying yourself with that. Maybe don't spray yourself 13.5 times like I did. Maybe that would be a good solution, but I leave it up to you. So let's get to swatching these beautiful lip products. Let me clear off my desk. Oh, by the way, I tried the Violet FR Boom Boom Cream. I'll have to let you know with continued use, but initial impression, I really liked it. I thought it gave my skin a lot of hydration. I'm not sure about redness because I wasn't struggling with redness today, but I'll let you know. But initial first impressions, I was happy with this. Okay, let me get the lip stuff all ready for you. So we're bringing out the Easter basket again because that's what I've been storing the Gucci lip tints, not in my personal everyday life, but just for filming purposes. Ooh, I forgot about this. Let's try this too. Okay, very, very quickly. Hourglass liquid highlighter. This is the Unreal liquid highlighter. I picked up the shade Divine. Okay. Ooh, that's pretty. Ooh, okay. That is pretty. Now this is a first impression. First impression is I like it. I'm gonna let that dry down as we're doing our lip tints so I can let you know how it looks after a few minutes. But let me just put on the other side. I'm putting it on my arm here because I'm gonna use my hands for the lip swatches. So I could switch it on my arm, but then I gotta do the whole thing. It's awkward. I'd rather just show it to you on my hand. If we could make that work, we're gonna try it. Why am I doing that with my left hand? So really beautiful. I'm gonna have to get more shades. It's so good. Oh, she's pretty. Okay. So excited. All right. Let me swatch the Dolce&Gabbana for you. I picked up 2 of these. These are available on the sale. I recommend them. I have been wearing them a few times. They have a little bit of a taste, but it doesn't bother me enough not to wear them. I feel like with a lot of these products, except for the Gucci, I feel like I'm not having that much of a taste. The Tom Ford, a couple people have asked me about that. I know Alicia Archer did not like the taste of those. I completely understand what she's saying. To me, it didn't bother me enough not to buy more shades. I ended up buying more shades during the sale. If you do not want any taste at all in your lip product, go with the Gucci. I think this has a little bit more of a taste than the Tom Ford, to be honest with you. But again, it didn't bother me enough not to love these and want more shades. And I think this is a beautiful finish on the lips. I may try one half of my lip with the Gucci, one half with the Dolce & Gabbana so you can see the different finishes and then try to somehow pull it all together. But let's see. Let's swatch the Dolce & Gabbana first. Beautiful. Okay. So I only have 2, like I said, of the Dolce & Gabbana. So this, the technical name is the Rose Dew Lip Bite in the shade Fizzy Coral. So that's Fizzy Coral right there. Get the camera to focus. So this is Fizzy Coral right here. Very comfortable on the lips. Beautiful stain. This is the shade I've been wearing more often. This is, I believe it's Dreamy Rosewood. I will link everything down below. Okay. So this is Dreamy Rosewood. I will say off the bat, these are the most fragranced, in my humble opinion. We're going to try the Gucci's. I would say that the Gucci's are probably the most universally compatible formula. It doesn't have much of a taste or fragrance. Very slight compared to the others. You know, a lot of these shades are sold out online, but you may be able to get them in your local Sephora. Now, the first shade is 226 Emma Rose Dust. This is sold out on the website, but again, check your local Sephora, check same-day shipping. And this is described as a petal pink. Okay, so that is number 226 Emma Rose Dust. Next, let's go with 130, which is Elsa Hazel, which is described as an almond nude. So very similar, actually, to the prior shade. It's almost identical. Well, not identical, but it's very, very similar. So this is Elsa Hazel. and Emma Rose Dust. And these are all named after women. I don't know why they didn't name one after me, but that's okay. This shade I picked up. This I'm excited about. This one's still in stock on the Sephora website as of the time of filming. This is Clara Pink number 415, which is described as a vivid pink. Okay. So that is Clara Pink. Ooh, this one's pretty. So that is Marianne Mauve right there. I'm going to try to build it up a little bit. This one's described as a mauve shade. This one is Valeria Rose. I think that's how you pronounce it. It's number 217. So this is Valeria Rose right here, and that's described as the Rosewood shade. And then finally, the other shade I have is 308, which is Lucy Dark Orange, which is described as a dark orange. Okay, so that is Lucy Dark Orange. So first, let's compare formulas. I think the Gucci is more sheer. I feel like it's less of a stain. I think the Dolce&Gabbana does a little bit better of a job of staining. But the benefit of the Gucci is that it's not such an intense stain. So if you don't want a very intense stain, not that any of these are like super intense, they're not. But I feel like the Gucci is a little bit more forgiving. So if you have drier lips, it might be more forgiving. And I think that the benefit of the Gucci is that it doesn't have the strong smell or flavor like the Dolce&Gabbana has and the Tom Ford has a little bit less. But I think that's the benefit of the Gucci. But I love all three formulas. I don't know if there's one that I like more than the others. Maybe the Tom Ford slightly, like ever so slightly, but you can't go wrong with any of them. The Tom Ford I have reviewed in a separate video in the Tom Ford Soleil collection. I'll put that down below. But I think they're all beautiful. But here's a comparison of the formula. I think you could just see the Gucci is a little bit more sheer, in my opinion. Let me try to summarize these shades again for you. This one's a little bit easier because it's only two. So again, in the Dolce&Gabbana, this is Fizzy Coral and Dreamy Rosewood. This right here is number 226, Emma Rose Dust. This right here is number 130, Elsa Hazel. And this one is Clara Pink, number 415. This one is number 225, Marianne Mauve. This is number 217, Valeria Rose. And this is number 308, Lucy Dark Orange. So, there we go. I'm going to try to maybe apply one side with one tint and one side with the other so you can see the difference in the formula. So let me try to find shades are the most comparable to each other. I really want to play with this one. I'm going to cheat a little bit. I want to apply this first and then I'm going to quickly take it off before it sets because I haven't really tried this on the lips yet. This is the Fizzy Coral. See how beautiful this is on the lips? I think out of the three, I have to be honest with you now that I'm thinking about it, this is probably the most forgiving on the lips. It does have a little bit of mintiness that it's bringing some, I guess, blood to the lips. It's beautiful. Look at that finish. Okay, let me take this off. Let me go in with the Gucci. I'm going to do this a little bit different than I planned. I'm going to go in with the orange shade, the Lucy Dark Orange. Okay. This is definitely more lightweight. Beautiful. This, I feel like the Gucci one, you have nothing on your lips. Dolce&Gabbana and Tom Ford, you feel it a little bit more slightly, but it's not a bad thing. I feel like the Dolce&Gabbana just glosses over the lips a little bit more, and the Tom Ford too. But the Gucci, it's flawless. Like, there's nothing wrong with any of these. I think it just comes down to the taste and the smell and things like that. The fragrance, I should say. Okay. Let's take this off. You can see that my lips are already getting stained. What I'm going to try to do, I'll take those two shades and try to do them side by side. Even though it's not a perfect match. Okay. So, this side has nothing. This is Dolce&Gabbana. And now, let us go to number 308 in the Gucci. That blood orange shade. Okay. It looks crazy because it's two different colors. But I just want you to see the finish. So this is the Gucci. And this is Dolce&Gabbana. Which side do you like better? I think you can't go wrong with either. So now let's wipe it off, and that's the difference. And clean this up a little bit. Okay. I actually want to finish off with a lip liner, and then we'll pick one of the shades to go in with for the final look. I'm going to use this Toasty. I think this is the Toasty one, right? Yes. Toasty lip liner from Makeup by Mario. That's pretty. I am still learning how to overline my lips properly. So please excuse if there's anything off-looking. Off-looking? Looking off? Okay, so now we're going to go in with... I want to go in with this one. The mauve one. Or do I? Let's do it. This is the Gucci one. Pretty. I like the combination. I like that look. What I also love about the Gucci is that the applicator is very precise. More so than the Tom Ford or the Dolce&Gabbana. What do we think of that? This is the mauve shade. So pretty. I'm loving this whole makeup look. What do we think? This lip combo is just, it's giving. Is that what the kids say? It's giving. Okay. All right. Let us talk about everything. And yes, I'm going to leave this like this because I'm probably going to film a short showing these shades, so please bear with me. I loved everything. There's not one thing that we used today that I didn't like. I think essentials that you may want to pick up while the sale is still going on. Yes, my hand is still red. Let's see. This VANNGO Tansculpt Bronzing Contour Balm. Please buy this. I don't want to say it's better than the Westman Atelier. I think that if you are not able to get that one, or you don't want to spend that kind of money, this is a very good option. And even if you have the Westman Atelier, I love it. I have it. I bought 2 shades, 2 color stores. I still would buy this. And I actually ordered the lighter shade because I love the formula that much. So I would definitely recommend this. Highly, highly recommend it. As well as the VANNGO Glossy Lip Beauties. Please get a couple of those. You will absolutely love them. Love them. The Gucci Lip Tints. Could not recommend them more. Like I said, they're the best formula if you don't want taste, if you don't want fragrance. Very lightweight. You don't even feel it on your lips. Go with the Gucci. But if you want something more forgiving on the lips, something more perfecting, Dolce&Gabbana are beautiful. Speaking of Dolce&Gabbana, the blushes that we tried today, have to have them. Probably going to buy a shade or 2 more at some point. Really love them. The Rare Beauty foundation, it's just flawless. You can't go wrong with this foundation. If you have oily skin, you're going to love it. If you have normal to combo, you'll love it. If you have dry skin, if you properly hydrate, you will love this. Beautiful. And I'm just looking at what I have in front of me. Kosas Powder, Perfection in this pink shade. The color corrector, if you're my shade twin, go with the peach shade. I will link it all down below so you have it. It's so perfecting. It's beautiful. The Patch Talk Concealer, I love it. I have been loving it. This highlighter from Hourglass, it's gorgeous. I will have to probably pick up another shade or 2. But right now, it is so beautiful on the skin. Absolutely flawless. It took 2 seconds to apply. This is travel friendly. This is beautiful. The brushes, in particular, this one from the Sephora collection, number 60, the Pro Foundation brush, highly recommend. I may pick up a couple more during the sale. Let's see if there was anything else. Oh, the Danessa Myricks eye tints, the eyeshadows, beautiful. If I had to recommend one out of the 2, I might go with the bunny shade, the matte shade, just because I think it's such a good base. But they're both beautiful. The Armani one and the Sandalwood, stunning. And the blushes we tried, I love the Prada ones. I love the LYS. I love the Dolce&Gabbana, like I said. The only one that was a little bit of a dud for me was the Laura Mercier. It just didn't work as well as the others. And I hate to say that, but that's just how I feel about it. I had reviewed the Sarah Creole blushes the other day. I love Sarah Creole as a brand. I was so excited to get her blushes. I also was not crazy about that formula. So I hate when I don't like a formula because I always want to like a formula. I never buy something not wanting to like it, but I want to be honest with you. And the setting spray was from Iconic London. I don't even know if I told you that. I was so excited to use it. I think I forgot to tell you that. And finally, the Refy Skin Tint. Absolutely stunning. So many goodies. And also, one of my lovely viewers had asked me for some hair care recommendations. I'm going to list everything down below. I'm just going to kind of speed through these. Fenty did kindly send me this. I want to thank them for that. I love the shampoo. I'm probably going to buy a backup. It's replaced my very expensive Crown Affair shampoo, which I love. But this, I feel, is a better value for the money. And it doesn't weigh down my hair. It keeps it nice and clean. It's beautiful. Conditioner, my favorite one is probably the Amika, the Cure Strength Repair Conditioner. For smoothing out my hair, the Color Wow Money Mist. Stunning. Absolutely beautiful. I have a lot from Color Wow that I'm going to recommend. For volume, the Color Wow Extra Large Bombshell Volumizer, as well as the Raise the Root Spray. Amika Perk Up Dry Shampoo. Use this almost every day. I use this on my ends to really give some volume. This is the Davines Eau Soufflée. I love this stuff. Highly recommend it. I haven't heard anyone really talk about it that much. It's a really good product. I will link it down below. But if you don't have the most volumized hair, this is great for putting volume at the end of the hair without weighing it down. Anything Chris McMillan, buy it. But this in particular, the Dry Texture Spray, absolutely essential for giving any volume to my hair. A really good powder dry shampoo is from Crown Affair. You can buy refills for this. It's really good. But I do pair it with this. But even like the night before, like when I go to bed at night, I will put this a lot of times in my hair because I don't want to put this spray in my hair. Be breathing in all night. So I put this in and it keeps my roots pretty dry and pretty grease proof. And then for hair oil, I use this one right here. And I will link everything down below. So I hope that helps with hair care recommendations. And like I said, everything will be listed and linked down below. So thank you so much for joining me on this video today. I had so much fun trying everything. I really just love trying good makeup and having fun with it. And that's what today was all about. I also wanted to make some last minute recommendations for you before the sale ends. It does end on April 20th. Sadly, I always get very sad when it ends. It's so much fun having the Sephora sale, not only because we get to try so many fun goodies, but I think it's just such a fun female bonding thing. Like we all talk about, what are you getting? What are you getting? And there's a lot of excitement, a lot of fun sets that come out. It's just a fun time. And we have to wait till October for it to come again, but it's okay. We'll have many more fun adventures together before then. That's why I hope that you would subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell. I would love for you to join our growing community of beauty lovers and friends. We have so much fun on this channel and we would love to have you here. And we have so many fun releases coming up. I have some stuff from Dieux coming and other beautiful luxury makeup goods to show you. We're going to have so much fun together, so please make sure that you subscribe and hit the notification bell. I also put a lot of updates on my community page about when things come out, like the new Chanel Le Beige collection that will be coming out very soon. Please make sure that you're subscribed and you hit the notification bell so that you see my community page updates. Also follow me on Instagram. I put a lot of updates on there too on my stories. I'll put a QR code on the screen so you can just scan the code and follow me over there. Like I said, I do post pretty much daily updates about things that are out, sales, limited edition releases like the Chanel. So please make sure that you subscribe to me here on YouTube with the notification bell turned on and that you follow me on Instagram so you do not miss a single thing. Thank you so much for your time. I know we all have very busy lives. The fact that you choose to spend any part of your day with me means the world to me. And the fact that you choose to support my channel, whether it's by hyping my videos, watching my videos, or using my links. When you use my links, I do earn a small commission, and it really helps me keep the channel growing so I could buy more makeup products to test out for you guys and just keep this channel growing nice and strong. I appreciate every single one of you. You don't have to use my links. The fact that you choose to use my links or support my channel any other way, I cannot thank you enough. I appreciate you. I hope you have a blessed day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.